Hi folks, it's Big Gun, and I've got a video here of Changer 82 and his T28 on Mannerheim line. Now this battle is a 3-5-7 battle, 3 tier 10s, 5 tier 9s, and 7 tier 8s. So Changer has the small gun, the 120mm gun on this tank. The average damage is 400 hit points per shot, average pen is 248. And the rate of fire is 7.81 rounds per minute. Now he's going up into this this little, I call it a hideaway for TDs. Try to get shots on the heavies that are coming down towards the 9 line. So he has company with this RHM, which makes it a little more difficult to play this area, but they're going to work it out. So right away, Changer gets hit by the SU-130 PM, and then he gets a hit from the 53-55 Arty. So it's taken 2% of his hit points away, but that's not too much of a problem right now. So he's showing a little bit of patience here and gathering information as to where different tanks are. Now his gun only has a 5-degree gun depression. The average damage is 3126 per minute. So he sees this Conqueror come in, and the Conquerors are after the RU-251, and he destroys the Conqueror. The RU-251 does get destroyed though. So there's an M48 Patton on that hill going down to the lower part of the 9 line. He misses the shot. But there's a VK 1001P that's trying to cross, and he puts a shot into him. He loads in time and takes another shot and kills the VK. So it's 2-1 for Changer's team, and they're ahead by about 1,300 hit points. He gets a lucky shot into the M48 Patton as he peeks up on that ridge. And now his allies in the heavies have pushed and forced everybody back. So he's really got no shots on any more heavies at this time. So he's going to move up a little bit, see if he can get a shot on the SU-130 PM. And he's behind a big wall there. But he also spots a Ferdinand behind a rock, and the Ferdinand's moving out. So both Changer and the RHM get a good shot on that Ferdinand, which makes him pull back behind the rock again. He gets hit by somebody else, and he starts pulling in front of the rock again. So Changer gets a shot in him, and the RHM destroys him. So right now it's 4-1 for Changer's team. So they're in pretty good shape. Changer has 2186 damage so far. He's blocked 520. So he sees the SU-130 PM start to move out. Takes a shot and misses him. And now he takes a look, and there's no more shots on that SU. So he knows that SU is down by their cap someplace. So he pulls back in, kind of waiting for that IS-7 to make a move and make sure that nobody comes around the other side of the rock to get side shots into his heavies. The RHM has moved to a different spot on the ridge. And with TDs, you have to show a little bit of patience. So he's going to sit here for a couple of minutes and see if anything materializes. It doesn't look like the IS-7 is going to pull out from behind those rocks. So I've told you in past videos, if you're not spotting, you're not have a target to shoot at, then you've left your gun out of the game. So you got to move to a location where you can get shots. So Changer's moving this T-28. Now he has a top speed of 22 kilometers per hour, so it's very slow. So he's trying to get in a position here where he might be able to snipe a couple of tanks sitting up on that ridge. Hopefully the Batchat 25T can light something up. He sees an STB-1 down in the ditch in front of their big hill by their cap, which is a no shot. So he's hoping he kind of pokes out, but he's in a position, the STB is in a position where he knows where to poke out and where not to poke out. So it becomes impossible to get a shot on him. So Changer's going to move down to the other side, down by the hill on the 9 line, to see if he can get some shots and from a different direction. Now his team's leading 9-6. They've got probably a 500 hit point advantage, which isn't very much. So Changer's going to go down here by this pillbox. He's going to have a look and kind of evaluate the situation, try to identify where the enemy tanks are. He doesn't really want to go down that hill because once he goes down the hill, he'll never get back up to support the cap if it needs it. So now his team is leading 10-6. So he sees where the Scorpion G is, he sees where the STB-1 is. He knows the SU-130 is back by cap someplace. He knows there's an RD back there. He just doesn't know where the T-55A is at the moment. And there's the T-55A. So now he's identified where all the tanks are. And he's virtually out of the game right now. He's got no shots. So he has to make a decision, and it's a calculated risk. If he goes down that hill, he can't get back support cap, remember. So he has to decide whether he's going to go down and help his teammates down there, or whether he's going to stay back and see if anybody comes to cap that he can look after. But now the game's all tied up at 10-10, and the hit points are about equal. Actually, now they've just changed, and Changer's team is down by about 1,500 hit points. So he knows coming around this corner, he's going to be subjected to probably some RD hits, and he doesn't know exactly where that SU-130 PM is. He sees the T-55A, but there's no shot on him. He gets lit up by something. He bounces a shot from the Scorpion G, but gets hit by the SU-130 PM. Bounces another shot from the T-55A, and he just keeps moving. So he's still at 98% of his health, so he's still in good shape. Blocks another shot from the Scorpion, but gets hit by the 53-55 for 504, which takes him down to 64% of his health. So he's still moving forward. There's not much he can do. He's just got to move forward, trust his armor, and see if he can help out. He sees a Scorpion G sitting up there, and he's a one shot, and he kills the Scorpion G. So the T-55A comes out from cover and is coming after Changer in his T-28. Changer gets a shot into him. He has to turn to get another shot, and he gets tracked. So the T-55A is sitting in the back there, and he tracks Changer again. He's keeping him mobile, hoping probably that the the Artie will hit him. He tracks him for a third time, and still no Artie hits yet. And then the T-55A gets hit by Artie, and he misses the track shot. Changer turns and kills the T-55A. So now Changer also gets hit by Artie about that time. So he's down to 18% of his hit points. It's 13-12 for his team. There's Changer in his T-28. The RHM is still alive. And the Artie, the FV-207, is still alive. And the other team has an STB-1, that one that was in the ditch, and Artie's still alive. So Changer's a little bit worried that that STB-1's going to go and cap on them, because neither him nor the RHM would be able to get back in time. So they're just going to push forward. They have no idea where the Artie is, so they got to keep an eye out for that. And they're going to try to get up on cap before the STB-1 gets on their cap. Still no sign of the Artie. So Changer's sitting with 2713 damage, 2630 blocked, and 1673 assisted. And he's sitting with 4 kills. So he's had a pretty good battle this round. But he really wants to finish this off with a win. So it takes a long time to get to the cap at 22 kilometers an hour. But both him and the RHM have made cap. Now they have to stay fairly separated so that Artie cannot splash both of them. They got about half the hit points of the other team. So now they got to wait and see if they can cap this out, or if they're going to be challenged by the Artie or the STB-1. The Artie shows up on the left. Changer turns and gets a shot into the 53-55. Now they only got like 3 seconds before their cap, but they don't know where the STB-1 is. They don't know if 53-55 is going to try to damage them, but Changer takes a blind shot and kills the Artie, and they cap out. So it's a very good game. Thanks for watching.